Do you have items hanging around your house that you feel you can't get rid of because they are so meaningful to somebody else? Just know you are not alone. Most of my in-home clients are holding on to other people's sentimental items. And it's not because they choose to, it's simply because they were given that item and it means so much to somebody else that they have a hard time parting with that particular item. In this video, I'm going to share with you ways in which you can set boundaries around those sentimental items and family members. Hey there, I'm Jessica, the Organized Mama. I'm a family organizing expert that helps you with organizing tips, tricks, and tutorials the entire family can do. Now, most of the time, sentimental items mean something to you. But those items that you have hanging around your house that are actually more sentimental to somebody else, those are the ones that we are covering in this video. Because a lot of times when somebody gives you that item, they might have an emotional attachment to it, but they just might not have space in their house. They might feel like it would be better in your space. Or maybe it's just like hand-me-downs that they gave you, or maybe it's just hand-me-downs because you had a child. Decluttering those items can be difficult because it's like you're decluttering for somebody else. And typically, I don't recommend decluttering for somebody else. So what do you do? Okay, well, the first thing you do is when you are decluttering, announce it to the family. Announce it to the people that you know have that sentimental attachment to those items. Then what you're going to say is, hey, I'm going to, start decluttering. You will be getting lots of texts, calls, emails about particular items. And that's when you're going to use strategy number 1, which is flip the script. When you flip the script on the family member, what you're doing is you're basically asking that family member when you can give that item back to them. Why do you want to do this? Well, let's see here. You don't want that item. It's not serving you. You might not even have that sentimental attachment to it at all. So how are you going to part with it if a family member is saying, no, you can't get rid of it? You're going to change around what they're saying and bring it back to them. If you have a family member saying, oh, you can't get rid of that armoire, that was your great grandma's and blah, 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 then you can say, oh, I see you have so much emotional attachment to this item. When would be a good time for me to drop it off to you? Nowhere in there are you being rude or disrespectful. What you're doing is you are then taking their sentimental value on that particular item and placing it back on them. You don't need to be holding on to other people's sentimental value for a particular item. That's not your job. That's a weight you do not need to carry. Instead, what you should do is give it back to them since it means so much to them. Strategy number 2 is to come up with a plan. When you come up with a plan beforehand, you are taking the guesswork out of your decluttering. This is going to help immensely, and you no longer have to hold on to something that belongs to somebody else. Strategy number 3 is garage sale time. If you find that your family continuously dumps things for you, I would suggest hosting a family garage sale. What this means is you're just going to put everything out in your garage and say, come and get it. If not, I have a donation truck scheduled the following day. This way you can part with everything immediately. You've created urgency within your family. You have set your boundaries because you are no longer taking their stuff. And you have an action plan for what to do with all of those items once it's time to be done. You're not holding on to things. If they can't come and get it, then it's going in the truck to donation center. You need to be firm about this kind of stuff because otherwise you're going to end up holding on to other people's items that mean something to them. And to you, it's just clutter. It's going to be clutter in your house. You need to start parting with other people's things that don't mean anything to you. Now, if you are looking for videos on how to part with your own sentimental clutter, check up here or down below. I have a few videos on sentimental clutter that will help you part with yours. But this is how to help part with other people's sentimental clutter that is in your home. Love what you see? Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every Wednesday.